Yeah, I'm trying to think. We're already live, but if I turn on the systems, the sound quality can be improved. So okay, let's go Radar Plex 3 online. So, all right, let us continue. So basically, um, so far, what do you think? Like, what is your reflection? I'm gonna go back to the article, and I want you to tell me what you think. All right. So nobody has more SF90 XXs than I do. I have the most of any collection. So I have the black one, Spider. It has the advanced camera system in the front. Well, the thing is, we used it for the cover for the NFT of Future Tech Plus. We put the car on there with all the information. So if anybody's interested, they can just reach out through the magazine. Does that make sense? It's non like people that are interested in these kind of vehicles. They're not going to feel offended to read an article about it and say, oh, just in case. So I want to describe everything to you. All right. So for the hashtags, of course, the Maduro thing was big, so we put Maduro. We put NVIDIA, Venom R1, Black Rock, Blackstone, we put 2026. So this SF90 is an XX, is Nero inside and out. It has the fire extinguisher. It has the best weight racing seats, so top of the line, everything racing, advanced front driving camera, and it has the large airbrush fender shields. So those are, you know, they're done by hand and then they're airbrushed over. So very exclusive, black on black, very light burgundy red interior accents on the seats. So let's um let's see if we can click on it to see if it'll let us read the entire article. So for the title, it's very bold. It's all capital letters. Says Night Rider shit. Then on the underscore, like under the billboard, under the NFT, it says new album coming out, which everybody knows. So then it has a quote from No Safety. So it says, go get that, fill in the blank right now. Venom on one. Then it says the song No Safety, 505, Euro Edition NFT. Maduro Gone. So then I'm going to read where we go. Top of the morning, everyone. I welcome you all to share this very special moment with me. Special dedication to Miss Saidi Flores, one of my spiritual advisors. Eres libre, hashtag Venezuela, hashtag de lo prometo. Concert back on Venezuela, I will celebrate with you very soon. Colombia, aquí vamos. Desde que se presente la oportunidad, estaremos juntos. 2026 is scheduled to be an amazing leap year. For one, I will continue to break, establish all new world records. Last year, I took the title again. 1,218 songs released in 2025. I did it again. Nothing much to talk about. Delta Force, Netflix, Paramount, Warner Brothers, question mark. Hashtag NVIDIA. Hashtag BlackRock. Hashtag Blackstone. Tech meeting on the 9th. Orlando Latinos in Tech. Come meet me. 5 days. Well, less now. If you can, please come. 504-202-5915, cyexflex@gmail.com. Okay, I need to to fix that, but that's okay because that's going to get people's attention. Hashtag the night. So this is going to go back to what we were talking about. Give me one quick second. Okay. Tony Robbins, Patrick Bet-David, the New York Yankees, Vandermar One, Gary V, V Friends, Whatnot, VaynerMedia, Valuetainment, Patrick Bet-David Consulting, VaynerMedia Consulting, Kalila Shapiro, Brandman Sean, Casey Brand, Mauricio Ruiz, Crystal Delgado, Delgado Log, Deborah Lee. Ah, who are we just talking about? Deborah Lee, Ray Daniels, Russ, Little Russ, Laurie, Manny Castro, Floyd Mayweather Sr., Floyd Mayweather Jr., Miss Jackie, Alan Hamilton, Mark Cuban, Kevin O'Leary, Apple, Samsung, Nokia, Motorola, Huawei, Xiaomi, Google, Nintendo, Sprite, Sony, Microsoft, Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, Reebok, Tesla, Autopilot, Robotaxi, Radarflex, Waymo, Hertz, Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, and I forgot Pep Boys. Uber Eats, Chevrolet, Ferrari, McLaren, Lamborghini, Ferrari, Remax, Les Brown, Eric Thomas, Ray Dalio, Warren Buffett, Damon Dash, Denise Pena, DJ Topo Point, Molusco, Alofoque, Bombom Promotions, CRM Jewelers, Gus Villa, Happy Jewelers, Producer Michael, First Motors, Jacob and Co., Ben Gotti, Real Estate Developments, Dubai, Amazon.com, OpenSea.com, Rarible.com, CashApp.com, WhatsApp, Christie, Sotheby's, Taylor Swift, Warner Brothers, Ticketmaster, Life Nation, Honda Jet, the New York Jets, the New York Mets. I will buy the New York Mets. Hashtag Venomar1, hashtag Jonathan Marte Pena, hashtag Jonathan Marte, hashtag Baby Phoenix, hashtag Jade, hashtag Phoenix, hashtag Milana. So that tells you everything right there. That tells you the direction. We're still putting the vehicle for sale because if you're going to be in these rooms talking about business, we collect cars, let's do business. You know, how many of these exotic vehicles do you need for your collection right now? Let's talk business right now. All we do is accept Bitcoin. And all we want to do is earn the opportunity to earn your business. Um, One thing I'm going to add for the editorial team, let's add the digital wallet with the Bitcoin address so that they can make payments. And again, we could deliver this car anywhere on planet Earth. Um, no financing available, obviously, on this vehicle. This is a cash offer only, but we only accept Bitcoin. Hit me up on the neck, 504-202-5915, cyraxplex@gmail.com. Trying to think. Okay, so that let's put that to the side. Now for logistics, I still have to go through a few different venues. This is for Toronto. So these events are a little bit different, but at least I started to do the categorizing of everything so that Rami could take it from here. Like I'm gonna give her what my top picks are, and then she can make the decisions from there herself. Some venues I just want to do it because the fans, you know what I'm saying? But that's also gonna like show me her style of putting the events together because she's very good at that. She's like I said, she's an engineer, but just for fashion. So one thing that I mentioned to her yesterday was, well, you need to go to Milan. You know, if you're gonna do this leather work, like you have to learn by hand. Like there's no, you have to go there if you want to do it to that quality and to that standard. She said, um, when should we go? I said, well, as soon as we sign the deal and right before the tour. Like, why wait more time? It doesn't make any sense. So she kind of felt like she was flying off the handlebars. Like, damn, I have to drop everything to go do it. I said, yeah, we own a leather company called Opus right now. We have the best leather in the Dominican Republic. We need you to, you know, master the cutting style so that you can make the products with this leather. But you got to, our family's from Oakland. You got to go and learn how to do it with our family. Like, what did you think, you know, how else you going to learn? So this is while encouraging her and teaching her the technology side. We have 295 potential venues. I've gone through, these are going to be, let me see. All right, these are the first 120. And there's still going to be eliminations, but just to give you an idea, I don't know if for this year we're going to have to explore every single venue, but that's what it's starting to look like. Now, if I did 120, Grammy could help me with the rest. You know what I'm saying? She could put up the rest. But that's just to give you an example. You know what I'm saying? And some venues are built differently, so like we could put together, different events. See, like this venue, it looks corporate, but the stage is nice. So you know, we'll take a nice stage over anything. This one is more like a cathedral, so it's completely different. Oh, and that's another thing too. Like, yo, I have a lot of religious fans, me, so like I perform in a lot of the churches. You get what I'm trying to say? So those venues are completely different. Like, look at this one. That one is 2,600 an hour, and we need to rent it for like probably 8 hours. That's a lot. That's a lot for a venue. Even though the money's going to church, so it's a good thing, but still, it is a lot of money. It's a lot of cheap. You know? Um, but some places just look like they fit the marketing of the actual tour. You know what I'm saying? Then there's places that have potential that we need to make them special. You know? Yes, some venues, as soon as you see them, you know, okay, this is going to be a hit. This is going to be amazing. Like some places are so good that that's how it is. So out of these 120, I'm gonna tell you how many I agree. Because see, like for example, this venue here, we could just do a radio show and a podcast. So she thinks that having her own program is she's gonna be in the same studio every single day. And I'm like, yo, absolutely not. You know how boring that is? Nah, we're not doing that. Yeah, exactly. Because you're in a different environment, so it's gonna be a different frequency and a different vibe. So the content is gonna be way better. The environment is half the battle. And the people that do the management, they send you these like movie prop style pictures, and it's like so gimmicky. It's like yo, the sports car, the flash shorty, and cameras and lights and all this stuff. Like we're gonna do something way better than that. I want to make real movies in real life, but like in the real streets, like where everything looks the way we look in real life. You know what I'm saying? Then we'll take that and we'll turn that into the video game. So the video game we can get extremely creative because once we have the stills, we know how to fill in the graphics. You know what I'm saying? Now I have another idea. For some of the venues, we don't even have to have physical decorations. We could project it onto the whiteboards. because I'm looking at a venue example here, and this one has, I think, two 650s on each side, and everything else is all digital. You know what it looks like. The user interface looks like it's designed for engineering. It looks just like the simulator, but smaller version because it's a smaller space. The simulator, we can adjust it based on the size. I don't want my students to just be able to design on a computer. I want them to be able to draw and sculpture with their hands in real life. I want them to know both. Absolutely. So, what do you think about the marketing strategy? Like posting the vehicle that was for sale in the article Future Tech Plus. Now we distribute that to all social media, and we could create content around it. I think that's much better than putting something. When you go to the supermarket and you have like those car dealership magazines that have like thousands and thousands of cars, I'd rather do this than put the car on the magazine or something like that. Like, what's the point? It's an all cash deal, but it's Bitcoin only. So you have to divide it by the amount of Bitcoin. Whatever the amount in Bitcoin is, then that's what needs to come into the wallet for me to release the vehicle. It takes 1 second, probably 2 seconds. You know that's a $3-4 million car all day without those options, and in that color. I have other colors. I have extended colors, but I don't know when I'm gonna get a black on black like that. Mm. That was probably one of the first orders that came in because in the beginning you don't know what the options are going to be. Like the seats, I have the lightest seats, but then on the insert it's like a burgundy red, and it's just a little bit. But that makes the car, it's the only one. It's one of one. What you want me to tell you? I'm not here to negotiate any price. The prices are what they are, and if anything, the prices go up. Like my first offer is always the best. If you take that for granted, that's on you. But don't call me tomorrow, please, because it's gonna be more. Or I won't sell it. I don't have to sell it. I have probably between 9 and 13 in my collection, so I don't need to sell it. All the other ones that I have in the collection hold the value of that one as well. So if you think you could get a better deal in Dubai, those are all my friends. So most likely, if they need a car, they're gonna get it from me. So either way, I'm gonna make you pay for it. So we'll just put a counter. Miss Allison, let's go 39 seconds. Confirm. Exactly. That's it. Simple as that. Yeah. I really do feel like that would be the best strategy. Um, I'm gonna go over some of these investments here. They have a potential, I guess. You know what? I'm just gonna add them just so I can have something to compare against. I know that some of these venues they're not going to make it past elimination, but at least I'll give them an opportunity. A lot of these venues we could do podcasts for the local business community. I think that's a way we could also contribute. It's just by networking people, having small businesses talk to small business owners, what I mean? And let's see what happens. If anything, it's going to strengthen our network. You know what I'm saying? Because we're going to have more resources. A lot of these places, they're like beer pubs where they're like breweries, I guess. So take the tour, we create the content, we host the concert, and host the event, and create content for all the other entrepreneurs. Keep it affordable, make it easy. You know, one price for everything. That's it. Simple. You pay for the event, all the other stuff is included. I think that's a better value-based proposition. Now, what do you think about that? I think that's a great idea. Yeah, so I'm trying to think. Now, this venue is 10,000 an hour. That's just ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is this? And this is Toronto. You know what I'm saying? This is not like Japan. Shout out to Japan. You could probably check one more. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna check one more, and this could be the standard. We're gonna check um, the first 7 seconds. Yeah, because it, throughout the first round of elimination, I have to do it myself. So I'm gonna count how many is the percentage based on 140. You know what I'm saying? Some of these, I'm just giving it a chance because I'll make a decision based on capacity or price range and stuff like that. There is a trend with like white wall venues where you kind of have to, I guess, build like a design over it, but it's adapting to that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Where does the music, the fusion between the music and the entertainment, how does it adapt to that? Is more intriguing to me. You know what I'm saying? How can we make that venue profitable? What is it that is unique? We need to be able to categorize all the improvements that can be made. You know what I'm saying? Now, also take into consideration that now we have to import equipment and stuff like that to these kind of venues. You know, how much more does that increase the budget? Because sometimes we may be afraid to make a financial decision, but if we look at the overall picture, it's kind of mandatory. It's necessary. So if I know how much it will be to bring everything, right, then if I have some of those resources at that investment or that venue, then I can make better decisions because I know where I'm saving money and I know where I'm spending it, or when the investment is paying back. You get what I'm saying? I don't even consider that those two things are completely different. So, like for example, this venue is it's an Indian restaurant. You know what I'm saying? So first question is, do they allow catering? Do they have the liquor license? Are they going to let us use the liquor license for the duration of the event? Do we need to get a separate permit? Now you're talking about cannabis infused products. What are the laws? What are the regulations? All of those things we need to know firsthand. We cannot get there and be missing something and prolong production. I'll, I'll tell you another wild card factor. What about the weather? Some of these venues have open spaces. We're not going to accommodate that. I don't want to be anywhere where it's, you know what I'm saying? We can't have something outdoors when it's freezing. What do you do in that, if something fails or we have to move the production? What happens then? We need to anticipate that now. Have to factor that in. I didn't even think about that. I didn't know it gets this cold in Florida. This is like New York cold. It's freezing, man. What about the art galleries and the speakeasy venues that we know we're going to make noise? We're the opposite of what they normally, how they do business. Like in the art galleries, fairly quiet except for some music and some tour guides. We're going to take our art gallery and turn it into a full blown concert where people are there to respect the art. You know what I'm saying? Like they're really there for the art, but it's a chill spot, but it's still sociable. You can still network, but it's still a full concert, and you're hearing music from the future, basically, because you know that it's an NFT event. Everything is NFT based. So now I'm gonna give you an example. Also, this is just using one of the systems. So Gami's gonna have to use all systems because there's just no other way. Okay, so out of 144, if I'm not mistaken, 120, 97 will be 23. Yeah, about 144. I selected 89, and I'm gonna go through the first round of eliminations. So now we're going to vet by capacity and layout. So let me go use the restroom real quick, and I'll be right back. Tell my students I'm gonna step out to the restroom. I'll be right back. So going back to the article. All right, this way we can do everything in real time because this is what we do everything. All right.
fighting was that night I was clenching my knees, having cramps in my legs. That's when I started to really change things. When I said, I need to sleep. I need to, you know, were you there? No, you weren't there. Because they're like, well, we don't have this and this and this. You're like, you have ginger ale. I'm like, fine, bring me ginger ale. And I was like, well, I need apple juice. Right. Now that I've said all of this, hash brown because and or right. He I think the guy's affiliated with fish, but I want to do it at night. You know what? You do. It's a cake and everything. Well, I mean, fish is pretty good too. So I love fish. I'm not a big fish liker. I like scallops and shrimp.
I'm
But
going to
not
be writing a
necessarily.
lot today. I don't have a choice
You like regular fish?
because it looks like it's going to rain. It's raining. It's not too bad, but it's kind of foggish.
Fish is hot sauce.
All right.
Never been a fish fan. Wait, exactly, because the other the other one is gonna be like,
No,
yo,
it's the discipline.
this is
I
gonna
want to drink my coffee so bad, but no, I got to drink water first. I'm drinking that coffee.
go along with what the hospital wants to say, where like where literally
Nope.
literally the day before I saw Castro and he was like, you're doing
That's
great.
right. Got to be disciplined. So let's start with. Let's just get to it. Let's just go for every single one. Because if I'm not mistaken, if I click on it, it's going to open up. Oh, I see. All right. So let's just do a quick overview. And again, I got to teach Nami how to do it. So it's 120 people. You can bring your own food. I can have it's about 200 people because you can have 120 people sitting, 80 people standing, or vice versa. I guess that's the regulation. 3 hour minimum.
And then I was having problems with my kidney.
Definitely no. This one
But
could be
that was
removed. How do I do that? You see, it's something simple as that.
literally my legs up.
Okay, I learned how to do it. There's a tab on the top that gives you three options. Um,
I'm doing all
let's
this.
keep going.
And now
So what I did, like 144. So let's get comfortable. This is 60 plus people. This venue is too small. See, something like that. Like, but if you don't look into the details, you get what I'm saying? Like, I need families to understand that this is part of her job. You know what I'm saying? That she can't just delegate this to everybody else in the company. It's something she could do right here. It takes time, duh, but it's her job. It's she's getting paid for. So, um, let's go modern, sophisticated. This one is 70 people. Um, I will base my decision on the price, and I can put it on rapid fire. Okay, perfect. Oh, this is like a bakery. Maybe for a TED talk or something like that. Yes. So I like the venue. It's not bad. Um, very expensive. Very expensive. And I like the concept, but it's not worth for what we're trying to do. But let's say out of 295, I get through 100 and whatever for today, right? Then how many can we do tomorrow? How many can we do the day after? By Wednesday, we should have a full report. And that's telling us that it's taking us like 72 hours, give and take. So let's see. So I can make the art in my priority. Just by moving this. Yeah, that way I can build a better system for myself because I can customize some of the settings. I just don't, I don't mess with that stuff. So let's see this one. This is 250 people, right? They don't allow outside catering, so that's another vertical for them. 120 people sitting, 130 standing, so 250 people. The price is right. See, this one is a winner, but it is a outdoor space, which is excellent for sound because we can really put like motion picture sound. But the weather, what if the weather doesn't cooperate that day? It's going to be a challenge. It's a basic example, but it's still, you know. So for that reason, this is a no. This is not a venue. It's gonna be logistic too difficult. Now, summertime, yes, definitely yes. So let's check this Indian restaurants. Let's see. It says Indian bistro. So 140 people. Oh, the price, man. Price is ridiculous. Now, mind you, we don't even want to use their food. This looks like a clone of a few places I've seen. Nah, it's just ridiculous. The price is just crazy for what you're getting. You know what I'm saying? So, White Studio example. Almost done with this water. This one, the price is good. The capacity is not the best, but it's an open space. And yeah, this is a winner. Automatically, I'm like, yep, that's a winner. So that one made it through the first round. Modern Lounge, downtown. Now, I kind of would like the user interface to be a little bit faster, but we're working on it. We're a small company, you know what I'm saying? Doesn't mean that we don't give it our best, it just kind of puts everything into perspective. You know what I mean? So some places just have the vibe, they have the look, you know what I'm saying? And for me, that's important. See, like this place, it's kind of like a build it yourself spot, but it has a rich history and it's run by people that are phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? So I have to keep that value just for that, even regardless of the cost, because those fans deserve that experience, and that's what I want to give my fans. You get what I'm saying? Every venue has to be unique to them, and it has to mean something to them because if not, the memories don't last. They're not gonna remember. Yo, I remember this event. Sometimes people can only go to a concert once in a lifetime. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about that.
Well, I will send that because taking it in that room and y'all normally just me sleeping, I got up, I ate, and then I stayed like that
Exactly. So
for a day,
here,
for a day and a half.
another thing too is I didn't want to put the filters
And
because
then
I wanted to give every venue an
normally
opportunity.
it's not the whole time.
Again, there's another artsy spot that you know I have fans that don't even want to dance every song. They just want to chill and then their favorite songs. They'll dance to those songs. You know what I'm saying?
Here,
This is another perfect venue for that. So this one made it. Um, all right, we got through the first page. So this is just I just wanted to test it in real time and just give you some examples to kind of understand. Let me see. 60 people. I know we can move some stuff around and change the outline. Oh, the stage is phenomenal. What a nice stage. Oh my goodness, this spot is crazy. The artwork on the floor, yo, people walk in and the stage is, yo, this is a stage. The stage has actually two chambers and then there's a top, like balcony on the top. Yes, this is gonna be ill right here. Yo, this spot is crazy right here, dude. Damn, what a good one. You see, I had to go through how many to find this. This is one of the last ones. The way that the marble is cut with like the coral reef inside of it, the bar is crazy. That's gonna be a chill spot. Damn, yo, they did an excellent job. That construction is top of the line. And look at the lighting. The lighting is amazing too. We could do the fashion show right here. Come on now. Point of purchase, that computer is that big, so people are going to be able to use the red carpet. Yo, this is, and the thing is, we're going to be filming it, right? So when I'm on one side of the stage, that'll be recorded on one side, and then you have the motion camera, and then you have, when I go to the other side of the stage, that's going to be crazy. So the surround sound, I don't know how we're going to adjust it because do we adjust the sound with my movement or do we put a station in? Again, that's all logistics. I need families to do this because it's fun and I could do it a few times, but I'm at that age where I'm like, yo, you kind of handle this. You know what I'm
I
saying?
took this before I left. Okay.
Um, but she's doing a great job. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to put too much pressure on her, but I kind of have to put a lot of pressure on everybody this year.
So I'll send her that, and then
This is nice.
she'll say, okay, you're perfect. So
Now, the parking may be an issue, but that only means that we have to have a valet system to where we can drive the cars to where we have more parking available. Just to kind of give you an example. Let me see. We have a wine display case. Now we combine it with the cannabis, with the hand rolled tobacco. We got the leather products for sale. Rami's makes it's like a decorative tie, and women wear it like for business or for like to chill. It's a tie, but it's more like it's decorated. It looks more like a royalty type thing, and that's her company. So what I'm saying is, let's make those in leather. That's a whole new product right there. You make that out of leather, it's gonna look crazy because you can design accessories to go around it. The red carpet area looks nice. There's a few things I'm already getting ideas. The only thing is it's right by the elevator, so we got to do the interviews right there. Then create the content on the side where the red carpet and the curtains are. We could do the interviews on that side. So we need to have security at that elevator right
Take it easy. Stay warm. You have a good rest of
there.
your day. Thank you.
The coat check area is not too far from the stage, so we could put a system there. And again, the lighting is phenomenal. This place is the price reflects on it, but it was a good pick. So we'll do one more and then we can shut this down because I have to go to the yacht. Um, Music venue, pool hall, restaurant, and patio. See how much are we losing because the outdoor space. All right. This is 60 plus people. This one is private. This is for corporate. But see, you have to be able to do these as well. Oh, this is one corporate. Then one of the walls says Rami's entertainment on it. You can put lights and decorate it better. That's some of these tables could be moved so we can extend the dance floor. And for the pool tables, I think maybe we could take two tables out just to make it more like, for people to be more into it. That way people are not playing so close. Um, the stage looks nice. DJ booth is a good size. The lighting is crazy. They have the motion lights, yo. Them shits is crazy. And then, yo, they have the rotating joints on the side too, which is sick. Alright, so I can stop at this one because it's a perfect example. So, one quick second. This one is corporate, so it has to stay. That's it. Let me just pause it right here and let me go back to the board to see how many I eliminated. So,
Is that bleach? Right.
so that's six targets down. That was excellent. Mission accomplished. That's it. Back to the extraction point. Trying to think. Let me see what else we have. Oh, you know what? I just remember we're gonna do McLaren's. So let me just take a quick look because we're not gonna have curtains. So, hey, oh, I was serious. One, find that elbow, ATR, and the elbow. 765 LT Spider. New York Mets edition. New York Mets edition. I ain't say no more. So we'll go more into details as the day commences. Again, I have to finish this. Give me your quick feedback. Give me some reflection.